When it comes to vaccine safety, the debate often feels less about science and more about framing. Hello, this is Dr. K. Paul Stoller here to discuss how one recent article critiquing the unpublished Henry Ford Clinic study used misrepresentation, selective logic, and emotional appeals, not just data. The 10-year Henry Ford study found a 453% increase in neurodevelopmental disorders post-vaccination, and 57% of the children were rendered chronically ill. First, the unpublished means untrustworthy fallacy. The article claims a study's lack of publication proves poor quality, but many credible studies remain unpublished. For reasons like journal backlog or even political pressure, non-publication doesn't automatically mean bad science. Second, a straw man about ear infections. The critique implies the study claimed causality between vaccines and infections, then knocks that down as detection bias. But unless the study actually claimed causality, that's refuting a point never made. Third, selective use of data. The article argues, if you accept the study's methods, you must accept its finding of no link to autism. That's a false dilemma. If the methods are flawed, none of the conclusions, pro or con, hold weight. And finally, overstated consensus, saying the overwhelming body of evidence shows no increased risk of any chronic condition, glosses over areas that remain understudied or poorly tracked. Strong evidence exists for some outcomes, but not all. Next, tone. The article frames Aaron Siri as personal lawyer of RFK Jr., an ad hominem move that attacks the messenger before the message. It also leans on loaded language, phrases like smoking gun, fatal flaws, and political theater. These don't invite critical thinking, they trigger emotional reactions, and there's one-sided skepticism. The article questions the unpublished study relentlessly, but shows no curiosity about possible biases in peer-reviewed journals, funding sources, or institutional incentives. Critique flows one way. Finally, the closer, parents deserve better than political theater. That's an emotional appeal. All rhetoric, no data. Now, to be clear, the study in question may have real flaws, especially detection bias, but the authors were all vaccine advocates, so in this case it would be anti-detection bias. And the article's attempt to dismiss the Henry Ford study entirely relies more on rhetoric than reason. If we truly care about vaccine safety, then both flawed anti-vaccine studies and biased pro-vaccine narratives must be open to scrutiny. Science doesn't advance by mocking opposition. It advances by honestly engaging with data, methods, and uncertainty.